Hey everybody, we back.
Yes, sir.
Yes, the F3 podcast with Mike and Jerry. A little bit different situation today. I'm here and Jerry is at
I'm the
home.
guest.
Yeah, you're the guest. This is the Mike podcast, F3 podcast with Jerry. You know what I'm saying? You're our Lakers guest for the week, actually.
Lakers
You know what?
guest.
That's what we gonna do. We gonna go over Lakers and why you think they're a sleeper team this week. Still a sleeper?
I'm sleeping on them,
Sleeping
actually.
on them? You've been all
Sleeping
over
on
the
them.
place, Jerry. You gotta like hold it down. Would you hold however you feel it down. You went from
No, my feelings go as the team goes. So
you have
that's
no
why it's in
so
limbo.
you ain't got no loyalty to you to the team. You just I'm
You want me to
in,
be
I'm
like
out.
me?
I'm in, I'm out. I'm in, I'm out. Like an extender.
I gotta go by what I see.
You catch that? You caught that one? Never mind. But we gonna start. We gonna start actually on Luka. Did you watch the game?
I did not catch it.
I watched a lot of the game, and like I said in the chat, I turned it when the Knicks were up 9, and it was like 40 some seconds left to go. I was like, yeah, I'm good. And and then as I'm like watching other games, I go on like my phone and check the score, and I'm like, it's tied. And I go back and they're like showing the replay of what all happened. I'm like, this is crazy. Like what? And then obviously overtime, the Knicks couldn't score at all, and the Mavs won. That was crazy. You didn't catch any of it though?
Nah, I didn't. I only saw the end of it.
Oh, you saw the end of it?
The play. I saw the play where I didn't see it live, but I saw like the clip
Oh, okay.
where he's shooting the free throw and he's trying to miss.
That is hard to
And
do.
then fam, he misses.
The way how
and
it
then-
happened is like a couple of Knicks had a chance to get the rebound, and Luka just happened to be there.
3 of them.
And he jumped in.
I think Randall tipped it to 2 other Knicks,
Yeah, man.
and then they fumbled it, and it just ended up in Luka's hands.
What a game!
It was a heady play though to shoot the ball.
No, that was
immediately,
crazy.
though, too.
And it because in that instance you have to make the first free throw also to like get that down.
Yeah, to even get
Like
the
he
chance,
has like it's a lot of pressure. Not only because you have to miss the second one, but you have to make the second one or it doesn't even matter. I mean, you have to make the first one or it doesn't even
the
matter.
first one, yeah.
It's like you have to. Now that's an all time clutch play right there.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That's pretty.
That's gonna be on his highlight reel. His
The
whole
chances
career.
the chances of winning, I believe, were 0 with a minute left. It was literally 0 chances of winning. It was 0. But the Knicks,
Yeah, I would imagine so. 35 seconds. I think the odds were 0 to
they were up
18,000.
9 with I think like 45 seconds left. I was like, how do you lose this game?
How is that even possible?
And T Mac wasn't even involved.
Exactly. New
Yeah,
T-Mac.
no. New T Mac. What? Luka Mac. Oh yeah, I like the sound of that. I like
The
the sound of
Luka
that.
Mac
I know. Producer Trey don't like the sound of that.
Oh, that would make him even. Oh my God!
He might
If
delete.
we already comparing him to his fave,
He might delete the pod if I start.
and then isn't T-Mac his second favorite, right?
No, I think T Mac is his favorite over Harden.
Oh, he might be number one. Yeah,
T Mac is number 1 for him.
changing Luka's nickname to T-Mac's name,
Luka Mac, L Mac.
Whew. and saying that Luka's better than Harden ever been. Oh my God!
Yeah, well, you can't say stuff like that though because some people might call you racist. So I don't even want to get into like that kind of thing. I don't even want to get into. You can't say Luka's better than Harden, or you might get called a low key racist. It's pretty crazy. I mean, but not what Luka's been on. I think last 5 games he's averaging 40, 11, and 10.
Yeah,
It's pretty. And the Mavs are winning. Like,
yeah, they're on a 5-game winning streak.
yeah, people were just saying they was in hell a couple weeks ago, and like that's how that changed. That's why I was
That's
never.
how it works.
That's why I was never, especially the first half of the season. People get way too worked up. It's like, dude, you could go from 10 seed to 5th seed in a week, that because everything's so tight. So it's like I don't really.
And the
pay
games
mu-
happen so
I
fast.
believe at this point last year they had a losing record at this point last year too. And then they
Yeah, they
went on a crazy streak. It's like it doesn't really matter the first couple. It matters. You can't get too far behind.
Yeah, you don't want to get too far.
Yeah, you get too far behind, and then you're like making your way back. But as long as you're in the mix, if you go on a 5-6 game winning streak, you'll be right there.
You'll be all right.
Yeah, like the Suns went from 1 seed to what? They're like the 6 or
they're 6 now.
6 seed, like just like that. Yeah, just like that. So I don't take too much in that. But the Mavs are even, and they're missing like 3 guys. They're missing like 3 rotation players in this stretch too. No Green, no Kleber, and no Dorian Finney-Smith. Like they're not.
Were they injured or COVID?
No, injured.
Oh dang.
Yeah, they're missing 3. They've been missing 3 guys for a while. And
I haven't seen Vinny in a minute.
Yeah, and still waiting. So shout out to them, man. They stepped it up.
Shout out to the Mavs.
I like to give another special shout out to Christian Wood. He is playing good defense. He's still scoring efficiently as a starter. Finally, Jason Kidd, he had no choice, and then was like, yeah, I'm gonna make him a starter now. It only took 30 games to do this, which was something so obvious. You should just play your second best player as a starter. And they've been pretty good. And he's been good, especially on defense, he's not a defensive player. I will not say that. But he's actually tried. He's blocking a lot of shots. And
what do you have, 4 yesterday?
Yeah, 4. I think in the last 8 games, he's averaging like 2 blocks a game. Like, he's actually putting in the effort. So Mavs are looking up. Contender, no, but they're looking up. It was a little bit of a struggle for a second, But we can get to the Nets. Those are the 2 hottest teams right now. It's looking like.
Yeah, the 5-game winning streak for the Mavs, 10 for the Nets.
10-game winning streak. Do you have an apology to give out? I feel like you need to walk something back. Go
I would like to apologize. Yep. I would like to apologize to Jacques Vaughn. Yeah. I didn't know your game, sir.
Apparently not.
When you got hired, I thought the team was tanking. They were getting ready to shut it all down.
Listen.
I thought you were sent there to start the tank. But instead, it's went the whole different
opposite
direction.
Tank. They almost about to be 1 in the East.
Yeah, they're like, what, 2 games out of the 1 seed now? Like,
I don't even know if they're 2 games.
I think it is
2. 2
Let
games?
me check, though.
What is it?
Yeah, they are. They're 2.5 back with the Celtics.
Okay. Yeah. Nah. Nets, man. Nets is here. Spooky season.
Spooky hours.
Scary hours. All that stuff.
It's finally here.
It took a while.
I'm glad it's without James.
Oh, that's how you feel? If we want to win, I'm glad James not here.
Exactly. If my second team winning, I don't want James Harden on it.
You was having to root for James Harden. It's pretty funny.
Fam, that joke was that would hurt me.
How you think it felt for me? That's my team, my whole team. I was like, all right. You know when you gotta root for your team, but like they have a player that you don't like on the team.
Don't want, yeah.
It's like, bro, like it's not that I didn't want him. It's just like I don't really like him. Like I don't really like.
You don't care for his games.
Yeah, I don't really care for him. It's like, dang, like I guess I gotta like. This is our guy, but it's like.
Let me muster this enthusiasm.
I guess, but all right, like I'll do it. But this isn't like the guy. It's so many other guys I'd rather have. Like I just don't. It's crazy. It's crazy, man.
That has to be a terrible feeling.
Nah, it sucked.
Like I did it with the Nets, but like I didn't really care if the Nets won or lost like that. But if it was the Lakers, I'd be
like James Harden is an amazing player. I just don't like him as a player.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Like I just don't like him as
he's not for everybody.
And that's the guy I have to root for my home team and hope to like take us to like the championship.
Well, yeah, without Harden, they actually hitting the stride.
Yeah, listen, and
for the first time,
and also y'all have the best 3-point shooter in NBA history right now. Yuta, man. I think
oh my
something.
Goodness, this guy's lights out,
bro. His corner 3-point percentage is like in the 70s.
What? Yeah, it's like 75. It might have went down a little bit, but it was 75 before the last game.
I heard them say it on like during like a game, and I was like, hold on, what? 70?
Yeah.
70.
And he shoots a lot of them. He shoots a lot.
Man, shout out to you.
They catch him.
Yuta finna get
They
that.
catch him in the
He
corners
finna
a
get
lot.
that. He finna get that money. Shout out to him, man.
Yeah, he definitely about to get
finna
paid.
Get a
bag.
He
definitely about to get paid.
Bag.
Yuta over Jeremy Lin. I'll take it.
Oh wow, Yuta over Jeremy Lin? He the
Jeremy, yes sir.
Yuta sanity?
Yuta. Ew.
Well, I'm glad y'all. It's a good thing y'all got him because Joe Harris ain't Joe Harris no more. So it's like y'all got a guy who's like a lights out shooter. So that
Joe and stop saying y'all first. Joe and Seth. I don't know what's up.
Seth's been struggling a little bit this year. He's been struggling a little bit this year, coming off an injury, but
I think he had an ankle injury, so it makes sense.
Yeah,
Joe did too. I think, actually, both of them actually.
Yeah. So, but now the Nets are clicking, man. It's
yeah, they are.
It's taken 4 years of whatever.
Everything
firings,
NBA wise.
It's been firings. It's been DeAndre Jordan. Been trade requests. It's been getting rid of all our picks. It's
suspensions,
been
COVID,
Andre German. It's been all kinds of stuff. It's COVID. It's been Zoom meetings.
Zoom.
It's.
Wait, speaking of Zoom, I got to shout out Kyrie. Kyrie's been balling.
Kyrie has been balling.
Since he's came back from his last suspension.
Yo, hold on. What's
the
over-under Kyrie does something again before the season?
Oh, my goodness. Those odds have to be amazing for the bookies.
Does it end? Is this like was that the last thing he had in him? Like he's fully back?
I
he's
feel
all
like
in?
It is. Because like if you pull another one, you might be you playing with your money at that point.
He already did.
Well, I mean, like really playing with your money, like future money.
I didn't think he had the last one in him.
Dang.
Did you think?
I don't think anybody could call that one.
Nobody caught that. It's like, bro,
nobody.
Like, yeah, just apologize. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, he wasn't walking back.
No, he wasn't walking back. Like, he didn't walk anything back.
He's been
balling though. Besides, I'm just from a basketball standpoint, he's been balling.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, yes. Like,
I think he's like the leading fourth quarter scorer now.
Yeah, I saw that. I think it's
after the Atlanta game.
I think it was like, was it 14?
Almost 9 points.
Oh, 9?
Well, over the last like 4 games, he's been averaging like
14.
15 in the fourth.
Something like that.
That's crazy.
Something crazy, man. No, it's been crazy. Now the Nets have been doing well, man. It's nice to see them with a little bit of consistency, because for the most part of these last 4 years, there's been no consistency. And Kevin Durant's still like an amazing basketball player. What he's doing this year,
that's crazy,
at
man.
What, 34 is
34, yeah.
The efficiency from his style of play.
I was looking at true shooting today.
His style of play is crazy.
His true shooting is like 67.
I think I saw that where he is now, it would be 32nd all time. Like,
I was like, yo, and he shoots a ton of jumpers.
Yeah, the only people I think that were like at his level or above
had to be centers, right?
It was all big men.
Yeah.
It like Kyle Korver. Kyle Korver caught me off guard. Yeah, it was like Kyle Korver.
Yeah,
Kyle Korver had one.
Kyle
Korver had one crazy. Yeah. He had one crazy season, but that's it. It's just like it's all bigger guys. It's all bigger guys with like lower volume at that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the DeAndre Jordans and stuff like that.
And their scoring would be like closer to the rim, right?
Yeah, but it's not even high scoring big guys. It's just like DeAndre Jordan types and guys who mostly like lower volume guys and stuff like that. Those are the guys with all those crazy numbers.
Yeah,
but what he's doing right now,
doing, man,
it's pretty crazy, man. And the defense, like this has been his best season in a while, actually, which is pretty crazy at 34. But this is his best season.
Yeah, the fact that he's doing this at 34
this is like his best season in like 5 years or something. Like he's been really, really good. Just
on both sides,
everywhere at both sides, passing the ball, like everything besides brushing his hair, like just everything. Like
I thought he was about to say everything except beating the Celtics.
Oh well, nah, but
he said brushing his hair. He's not doing that one.
Maybe that's where his power comes from. Why he won't get rid of it? Like he just won't get rid of it because it's like now he got the top back now. It's like it's fully there. Like before, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of faint, But now it's like, hey Kevin, like yo, listen, the sun is beaming in. Like it's that like yo, you riding down with you riding down the convertible. He got the coupe.
Like where Bron is, or has been like a couple years now.
Bron kind of like he puts a little tint on it. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Bron be faking it.
Bron be putting a little tint on there. Kevin Durant not using no tint. Like you see what's
I would never forget that game. I don't know if you remember the game
when the pieces came out. It's crazy.
When his headband was like pulling it.
Yo, Bron is a madman. Bron is really a madman. When he retires and we start breaking down, like Bron is really a madman. Like he came back with a whole new hairline. Like it's been a lot of different like versions of stuff Bron has done. It's like
that night was hilarious. AD was like, "Hey fam, your piece."
Bro, they're just falling out. Like, bro, what is this, man? No, it's crazy. It's crazy. But the Nets.
Don't do that, KD. Please.
He won't. He could have been did it, KD. Yo,
I said don't do that.
The thing about it is, KD is made. I don't know. Probably like $400 million in his NBA career and stuff like that. It's something crazy, fam. Why wouldn't you just go get like the hair implants or like you could have been? You have the money to give you a great head of hair. And you just refuse. You just refuse.
He likes it. He likes it. That's the only explanation.
Like, I get ball is life, but fam, like.
Okay, that was A1. That was A1.
Bro,
that was A1.
Come on, man.
Ball is life.
Bro, he just don't care.
I don't know if you meant to do that, but that was perfect.
It was 50-50. It was 50-50. I had a point, but also man. I was like, oh, that was actually pretty good, Mike. Like I did that. Like I did do that. Yeah, just from a grooming standpoint, KD is the most least groomed NBA superstar we've ever had. Like he's a menace. But another guy you saw the Zion game?
Yes. 43 piece.
You know what? Did you see the interview what D'Angelo Russell said afterwards?
Yeah.
He said we said he out there playing football.
Care for it.
It's like, bro, that is the most loserish. Like, I hate when players do like, bro, you're a loser. 100%. Like they're kind of that was such a loser thing to say.
That used to be what they used to say about Giannis at one point. Before they start respecting him.
He's too physical. He's too strong.
He's playing football.
Well,
he said he's playing football.
Maybe y'all should get in the weight room too. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of basketball players, they ain't really lifting weights like that, really like as far as basketball, I don't think basketball players work out as much as like football players, just how they work out. So like they don't take the strength thing like as seriously. Now you have the guys that stand out, like you have Kawhi, and obviously you have Russ, you have LeBron, you have guys that obviously like take it seriously, you can see. But most of the guys, you know what I'm saying, they live off their natural or physical abilities. Like they work on their skills, but they more so, you know, live off their natural physical abilities. But until you like see a guy like Zion, it's like, man, I'm just not strong enough.
Yeah, I gotta hit the weight room.
But it was crazy. Even on that Rudy Gobert dunk, I don't recall seeing Zion go right like that and dunking with the right. That was the most shocking thing. Like he went right and dunked with the right. Like
that, no, but I've seen him do it. I've seen him do it before.
Because a lot of times he'll go right and still try to use his left hand somehow.
Yes, yeah.
He just went right and just cleanly dunked with the right. Now, if he's doing that with both hands, that's crazy. And you know they haven't even they're in what second place right now. They don't even
second place.
They don't even have Ingram yet.
Yeah, him and Ingram been in and out the lineup. They've been holding
Ingram.
it down.
Ingram hasn't played like a month.
Yeah. Do you know what his injury is?
I don't know actually.
I
just know he ain't been playing. But man,
yeah, he's
my Pelicans like Western Conference Finals thing and like real contender thing. It's like, dude, they're good. They're like not just like good. They're really good, and they have it. There's not anything they don't have. Like they don't really have a weakness. If anything, they have too many guys. Like it's like
the only thing I think will hurt them is experience. Then that only matters depending on who you go up against.
I think they have just enough though. even with CJ and Val, and even with their experience from last year, all their guys are back. They have no new guys. That's another crazy thing. Dyson Daniels, the rookie, is the only new guy. They just basically brought their whole team back from like the team.
Dyson been hooping.
He's looked good. I mean, the injuries they've had and like guys going in out the lineup, like he's gotten a chance to play and prove himself, and he's been a good glue guy. And what Trey Murphy, man. Why can't my team have a guy like that? I want a six.
Forget your team. Why can't mine?
I want a 6'8", 6'9" guy who's like lights out from three, can play defense and stuff. I want a guy like that.
Man, I want him too. Please send him my way. Just pause.
Hey, yo. But no, they have so many guys, man. Between Larry Nance. Larry Nance, man, like that's the kind of like he's really like their Draymond, which is crazy to say. Like he ends up playing a lot of small ball 5. He can shoot just enough. He plays really good defense. He can pass.
On the boards,
Like he's like Draymond, but like with dunking. Like he'll just dunk.
He's a lot more athletic. Yeah,
he's way more athletic. Yeah, he's like the Draymond thing. Like Larry Nance is. I was really surprised when the Blazers just threw him in the trade last year. I know he had like a few like little injuries and stuff, but I was like, that's the kind of guy you need in like a playoff series. You need a guy that can just kind of do just everything at a high level and to play that small ball 5 with Zion. Because I feel like sometimes Valanciunas might get in the way a little bit. And when they go really small and like they have defender like that, like Nance that can be able to switch and things like that, I feel like that really
if Val's hitting 5 threes, none of that matters.
Well, yeah, if he's hitting threes, but I mean Val on defense can causes a bit of an issue.
Will, yeah.
Like, yeah, it causes a bit of an issue. But like, no, the Pelicans look great, man. Pelicans look great. Nuggets been surging.
Yes, Nuggets have been picking it up. I was a little worried for a second there with them.
Their situation's been weird too, just injuries. Like Jamal Murray has just been real hit or miss this year. Like really hit or miss this year. And Michael Porter Jr., he just started playing like last week.
Yeah. He's actually been playing well since he got back. He's been playing well. That's good to see.
Their problem, they're not a good defensive team.
Yeah, I was about to say defense is their problem.
But I don't worry about that at a large amount because they're so good on offense. It really just outpaces whatever they are in defense. They're damn near unstoppable on offense. Like whatever they do, when they get it going, and when Jokic has it going, and he's passing the ball, and the shooting, and they're shooting, like they're almost impossible to stop on offense. Like I don't know how you stop that. Their biggest problem is they might have like the worst bench ever. Like their bench is just. It's just every game, like the starters are in. All right, we playing good. Bench comes in. It's like, wow. Like they've had this problem for a while now, actually, which is crazy. Like the bench has been such a big problem for them since they made that trade with like Aaron Gordon, and they got like they got rid of some of their bench guys, and they made the Beasley trade, and they got rid of a lot of their depth in the past like couple years. So for the past 2 years to be exact. They're a really top-heavy team, like a super top-heavy team. Them and the Warriors. Like, if you look at the worst, like, a lot of, like, the lower plus-minus guys, you see guys from Denver's bench, and you see guys from the Warriors bench. That explains everything. That 100% explains.
I thought Denver's bench would be all right with Hollins this season.
With who?
He hasn't.
With Highland?
Bones? Yeah.
Here's the thing about Highland. It's how I feel. It's the same way I feel about Jordan Poole. It's the cool stats. You do cool stuff on highlights. You're a fun player, but you're not a good or consistent player.
Yeah, the consistency is the problem.
Like Bones Highland is not a consistent player. His style of play, not consistent. Is he fun? Yes. Can he score? Yes. He's just not a good NBA player at this point. Especially on a winning team. And that's the problem, I guess, when you're on a winning team and you have expectations that you're seeing a different light than somebody, let's say, on the Rockets, on the Pistons. Like, the microscope is a lot bigger on you.
And the margin of error.
Yeah.
Like you got a short leash.
That's the problem with the Bol thing. Right? People keep saying, Bol, the Nuggets can give him a chance.
Why didn't he do it with the Nuggets?
Bro, we're trying to win. We don't have time for Bol to figure it out. We don't have time for him to figure it out. Like, like the Magic can expense that and like kind of let him go through whatever he needs to go through because they're not trying to win now. Like,
the whole team's going through it together.
Like the Nuggets are trying to contend. They have arguably the best player in the league. You can't play for us, Bobo. Like we know you have talent, but you can't. You're not consistent on either side of the court enough to play like for us to contend. That's the biggest thing. And Bones Highland's getting a little bit of that. Like. As a young player, him and like the Jordan Poole thing, which is still just a thing. Like I couldn't believe
like Jordan.
It's not that I don't like Jordan. It's just that how he's seen kind of in light of like fans and like social media.
Warrior fans.
Well, just fans in general. I think a lot of fans think Jordan Poole's thought before the season thought he's a lot better than he is because he has really great spurts. Like, oh man, Jordan Poole's incredible. Jordan Poole is extremely inconsistent and does really dumb things, like every game, and is a terrible defender. He can score though.
That's what they want him to do, though.
Yeah, but he's not. He's doing it to the detriment of the team. Like they're playing worse when you.
I wouldn't say detriment. God dang.
Jerry, he's like a -14 on the year. Yeah,
but that goes with the rest of that team not being good.
Like the starters are great.
No, I mean like starters aside, the group that he's with.
Even when he's like the -14 is like him as a starter, him on the bench. He's just not an efficiently good NBA player right now. He has a lot of talent. He does do things, but they're not good when he's on the court. He can get you points, but he's still just not good. Like at the level that they need him to be. He's not there yet. He's a young player. He's 22, 23. Like he's still super young.
Yeah,
he was cast in a bigger spotlight last year with Steph getting injured than he probably should have been. Like, and he played really well for that long stretch. So I get that, but just what he is right now.
That's how he's gonna get paid.
Yeah, what he is right now. Like you look. Players on the same level, the Tyrese Maxey, things like that. Like Maxey's way better than Poole. Like it's actually not close. Like Maxey's a way better player right now, as of now.
Way better? Ooh, that's tough.
Jordan Poole's a negative on the floor all the time.
Yeah, but like individual players.
Like if you look at all the negative players, he's by far the player who's actually seen as being good, who's a negative. Like you look at all the other names on the list, you're like, oh, they just a bunch of like role play, whatever. And you see Jordan Poole, like it's low. Like the Warriors starters are amazing. The bench comes in and just shits the bed every game. Like that's been.
I would imagine all of those guys plus minus is bad.
His is actually the highest.
I feel like that makes sense.
Jordan Poole is actually the highest, which is like you
watching
the games. Watching the games,
they're really close.
I don't think they're close, honestly. I think Maxey is.
I think they are close.
You think Maxey is close to Jordan Poole?
Yeah. Actually,
in terms of talent, yes.
Running the offense wise, Jordan would probably be the better option.
In terms of talent, yes, but I think it actually like play. I don't think it's close right now. Maxey's by far the better player right now.
Maxey's a lot more efficient, definitely.
Efficiency is what makes you a consistent player, though. If you're not,
I don't think that makes. In their situation, I don't think that makes a gap.
But if he does, Maxey does just about everything better. Like it's only maybe like passing Jordan Poole has it on it, and it's not by that much. But that's what he got. That's what he has as an actual like player overall. Like
because Jordan is actually doing more than what Maxey's doing, and Maxey does his off of they don't really run anything for Maxey.
I mean, Maxey
gets his where he gets it.
I mean, Maxey was great even early in the season when Harden was out. Maxey was playing great. He was playing even better, and it's still efficient.
Yeah, I think he's really good. To me, they're close. They're close.
I don't know. I don't think they're close. I think Jordan Poole's a low. Even Simons. I think I got Simons over Jordan Poole right now, Jordan Poole, the talent is there. Actual efficiency, just not feeling it. But that's besides the point. Let's get on teams that need to make a trade.
Ooh.
The Bulls, they fighting.
Wait. Before we do that, let me give one shout out to a team that's actually doing well this year that we never actually shout out. Philadelphia 76ers. James Harden looks really good. Embiid looks MVP-ish. There you have it.
Were you the one that was saying you was worried about the Sixers early in the year when they were struggling?
I don't know that I was worried, but I did like that they were struggling.
I didn't. The Sixers are good, and they've been.
I don't want any James Harden team to prosper,
and they've been this good without Maxey. So like they've been.
He comes back tonight, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's crazy. I didn't know when he was coming back. I was just like, man, he's been out for a long time.
He's supposed to be back tonight.
No, Embiid's been pretty ridiculous lately.
Yeah,
it's been like, yeah. That's the thing.
He dropped 48 and Luka just overshadowed him.
I think I said it.
He had 48.
I think I said it a few years ago on the pod that Joel Embiid on any given night like looks like the best player like you've maybe ever seen. Because it's no player that matches his size, his skill, and his finesse. Like in his like there's no guy that's ever that in the history that matches that skill level at his size.
No,
like that's just not. He'll do stuff that he'll do a couple stuff that KD does, but it's like you're like 7'1", like 270 something. Like he'll step back, turn around, like he'll do stuff. It's like, man, you're what? Like on any given night when he's like on and like he's hitting everything, it's like there's no player better than that guy. Like that's what it.
Switch it up and he go physical. And
because exactly. Like there's just no answer. It's just
like I be complaining on Twitter about them being foul merchants, but most of his fouls are actually like there's nothing you can
Joe
do.
Embiid, he'll go have a few moments. He had a moment actually.
No, he definitely has.
He had a moment actually last game.
He definitely has those.
He had a moment last game. I forgot who they were playing.
It probably was the Knicks on Christmas.
It was the Knicks. He was trying to draw a foul. Yeah, and instead of just going, he could have just actually just went up and dunked it. But he was so busy trying to draw a foul, he fell. Because he was trying to like draw the contact. He fell into the person and stuff like that. And that's just the type of stuff that annoys me about it. It's like, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
I get it. But he'll overdo it at times. So he'll just look doofy trying to like draw a foul and he'll just fall down. Or just like make like the dumbest play ever.
That's what makes when he does that, like, makes me mad because it's like you don't even have to do that,
dude. Because nobody physically is matching with
nobody.
There's no answer for that.
Nobody can keep up.
But yeah, no, Joel Embiid, like I said, like when he's really on, it's nothing. Like it's no player that can do what he does physically at that level when he's really on. When the 3-point shot is hitting in the mid range and he's got the post. And he's spinning and dunking on people, and he's on defense, and he's switching everything, blocking everything. It's like, oh yeah, this is maybe the best player I've ever seen. Like that's what he looks like on just when you catch him on a right night. It's like, yeah, he had like a smooth 50-something and whatever, and he's best defensive player on the court. It's like that's.
And now
crazy.
He's playing with James Stockton.
James Stockton.
James Stockton.
Listen, man. The picker that.
Oh, okay. Let me get this out real quick then, since we're here.
Where we at?
On Christmas Day, we got news that James Stockton is interested in coming back to Houston.
That's cool. I'm good.
that's all you got for him? You're a Rockets fan. You don't want him back?
In relationships, people got to know when to let it go. You got to know.
Who needs to let it go?
Rockets fans. Mostly. You got to just let it go. It was fun. We had a great time. We won a lot of games. We had great moments. It was celebrations. You know what I'm saying? It was keys to the city. It was rappers here. It was keys Drake.
To the Strip.
It was Lil Baby. It was Meek Mill.
Jersey
retirements. Like it was all softball games. Listen, it's all kinds of stuff. It was great time. And now it's over. And that's okay. Especially with Wembanyama on the way. Listen, it's over. It's over for all that Harden stuff, man. It's over.
So you wouldn't want Harden and Wemby?
Here's the thing about James Harden, and this is the reason why I feel like a lot of people feel away about James Harden. James Harden is one of the most talented players that ever played basketball. You can't dispute that. People like whatever you feel, you can't dispute that.
Yeah.
I'm just not a fan of his nature as a player, though. Like his mentality as a player. It's until you watch him play a lot. I feel like that's also a thing that people don't tune in every night. You know, there's some people. Most fans are locked into their own teams. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
definitely.
you'll catch games when you catch games, but you don't really like see certain things that a person every night might see. Like with DeMarcus Cousins, if you saw a Kings game and it was going well, you will see him like just immediately shut down. And it was like he's out of there. Like you can see the difference. Like he's just not going to run back on defense. Like he doesn't care about whatever. Like he's mad and it's like he's not going to put in the effort. With James Harden, as good as he is, I have never seen a player as good as him just check out like how he will check out. I've just, you know what I'm talking about.
Who's that, Trey?
No, you know what I'm talking about with Harden.
Oh, me. Oh, definitely, yes. I've seen it.
Let the ball come to me. I just let the ball like
that was the latest.
You shouldn't even be allowed to say that as a star player. Like that's
as a star point guard.
That's
nuts.
That
don't sound right.
But that's the demeanor he'll give. That's the demeanor he's always had when things get tight or not going his way or he's having a bad night. He's not gonna necessarily fight through it. There's been times he has fought through it. I'm not saying like ever, but it's a lot of times it's been like you'll see him. You know when Harden checks out, you can see
the time that I seen it the most, like it was most blatant, was that Warrior series when Kevin Durant got injured.
Oh yeah,
and like I actually thought that I actually was like, as a Harden hater, I was like, dang, this is gonna be his moment.
This is it.
Like he about to win this game.
Listen,
and then
the second half of Game 6, Steph Curry putting up he scored 30 points or whatever, and James Harden
0 at halftime.
And James Harden just kind of going about the game in just a really lackadaisical way. I was like, yeah, that makes sense. I'm not.
Yeah, surprised. Seeing those two games combined, I was like, wow.
I've seen it.
Dang.
I've seen it too many times, and that's something. This is the problem I think, in which why I don't like having basketball conversations with just people all the time, because people don't always watch the game the same way. I feel like a lot of people watch stuff like that. I feel like a lot of fans watched that game and didn't even realize what he was doing. They're just like, well, he had a good game. He had like 32 points. He had 8 assists. He had like a ton of. He was good. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, but when the moment calls,
dude, it's like, yeah, he did have stats, but did you not see how careless and how whatever it was about like when it mattered? Like that's the part.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good.
So you're not into him developing the stars?
I'm good.
Or developing the young guys into stars?
I'm good.
Dang. James Harden gets
I'd rather have Chris Paul.
See, this guy, the Rockets Twitter guy told me
Chris Paul's did it before. A few times.
Yeah, he said he would like to see James in the Chris Paul.
He's not. When has James Harden ever been Chris Paul? As far as that type of guy, when he's ever been
mentality wise,
Chris Paul did it with the Hornets. He did it with the Clippers. Thunder, and then the Suns. Bro, that's 4 different times.
Yeah,
Chris Paul has the best winning seasons on like percentage wise on like 3 different teams. Like,
yeah,
dude, Chris Paul, as far as winning, you can talk about playoff expectations like that. Chris Paul, as far as winning and like helping a winning culture, that's.
See, but Harden's fans would say, look at the teams that he carried to the playoffs.
Okay.
That would be their proof that he's capable.
It's more than that though. That's very shallow. Yes, he's gotten teams to the playoffs. He's that good of a player. He's a top 5 player, dude. Yes.
See, my thing is he's not that guy no more. So it
would
look that
he's
way
definitely not that
even
guy
if
no
it
more.
happened. Yeah.
No, he's definitely not that guy no more.
You can't bank on that because he's not that guy no more. Now
for sure.
you gotta see a new version of James lead a team to a good record. I don't know
I
how
don't
that
want
would
James
look.
Harden leading anything.
Yeah,
Like I'm good. We just saw with the Nets thing. He quit. That Sacramento
the
Kings that
favorites. What?
Sacramento Kings game before he left was like I've never seen a player. I can't remember last time I seen a player dog a game
Yeah,
like that
that
before.
was disgusting.
Like he just dogged it.
Yeah,
Like just that's the guy? For real?
that's who they want.
Like that for
that's who
real?
pro-
Like
that's who
that's the
produced the
guy?
trade.
Come
That's
on
who
now.
produced.
Come on
Trey
now.
said he'll send
Come
him
on
20
now.
million a year.
Come on now.
Trey
Come on
said
now.
20 million a year. He'll sign him.
Come on now.
You don't want
Harden's
him at
not
20?
signing for $20 million a year, first of all. So that we're not gonna even talk about hypotheticals. It's not happening. What are you talking about?
Oh
He's
man,
not
I wish Trey
taking
was
a pay
defending himself
cut
on
to
here.
come back to Houston. Like, no, he's not doing that. But that's besides.
All
But
right,
no, I'm good.
KPJ it is. Back to where we're headed. Teams that need to look for trades. Who you got on your
The
board?
Bulls are fighting. They
Oh my
fighting.
God. No,
We
forget
won't
fighting.
die.
Just blow it up.
We
Blow
won't
it up.
die. We won't
Man,
die. They
you know
fight. They
what's
keep
funny about
fighting.
them? They're about to use the fact a stat I just saw, or a fact that I just saw yesterday
What'd
was
you say?
against the good teams, they're 7-1. I feel
Okay.
like they're gonna use
All right,
that
Bulls.
to justify
Yeah.
exactly that right
Yeah.
there.
You got to find a
They're gonna
reason.
use that
You got to
to
find a
justify
reason.
keeping it going. Like, stop.
We
Like,
won't die.
stop. It is very clear that DeRozan and Lamar are fighting for LA spot. That's clear.
DeRozan and who? Levine?
And Levine,
You
yeah.
said Lamar? Did you say Lamar?
Did I? I thought I said Levine and DeMar. Maybe I
You
screwed
said
that up.
DeRozan and DeRozan
Oh,
and
and DeMar.
I was like, oh,
Levine, my
this
bad.
another guy?
Levine and DeMar. They're both they want to be in LA.
They want to be in LA?
I think they want to be in LA.
Of course you'd say that.
Not even just the Lakers, but in LA. Like,
Just LA in general?
yeah, just in LA. Either the Clippers or they would take the Clippers or the Lakers. I
Are
wouldn't
they
doubt that at
both
all.
from there? I know DeMar
They
is.
are. Yeah, they are.
Okay.
Levine went to college there too.
I know he went to UCLA.
UCLA.
Yeah. They both
Yeah.
USC and UCLA. I didn't know if Levine was from California. I know DeMar was. I know Levine was.
I believe he grew up in California too.
Okay. I don't know.
Cali
man.
boys want to come back to Cali.
they just
Get them out
want-
of Chicago, man.
Listen,
Just blow that up. Let it go.
I said my Dallas thing a few pods ago. Like that. However, the Mavs be able to get it done, that would be like, hey, I'd be calling the Bulls every day. Like, hey, man.
Which one? Either or?
At this point, really, honestly, for them, I'd rather DeMar because he's on
Yeah,
a
that
shorter
makes sense.
contract. That's the only reason. I think Levine long term, but Levine's injury history is like
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know
a
if
little
that's
sketchy.
the guy I want to trust. They've already had the
Yeah.
problem with Porzingis, so it's just like, I don't think I want to trust that. DeMar,
Makes sense.
I think it has 1 or 2 years left on his contract. I think he has 2. No, he has 2 more years.
I think it's
2. He had a 3-year contract. He signed a 3-year contract.
an extension.
No. When
Or
he
just the
signed with
contract in
the
general?
Bulls, it was 3
Oh,
years.
okay.
So I think he has this year and next year. So like that's a shorter contract, and that'll give the Mavs way more flexibility just going forward. By that time that contract's done, they'll have money and cap. Plus the other contracts get off Dinwiddie and whatever the other guys they have, they'll be able to like get that. So they'll have like that's a more flexible contract that will actually they'll also make them a lot more competitive right now. Like Luka and
Yeah,
DeMar
it would.
is that's now all right. That you're getting to like contender kind of thing.
Yeah,
now.
you at the top of the
Yeah, all
top of the
Luka
list.
need is like one guy. He ain't even got to be a great guy. He need another all-star level guy.
Yeah,
Like he needs one guy.
that would be fun to watch.
Those two,
Luka
like
and DeMar.
those two
Jeez.
going to work for like 48 minutes on the team. That doesn't sound fun
No, it doesn't.
for a playoff series, But what's
So
with
the
the
Bulls
Sun?
are 1-2.
What's with the Suns? It's ugly. It's bad right now, man.
See, when the season started, I was thinking this, but it took a while to get here. I mean, to their credit, it's been mostly injuries. But
It has been injuries. Cam Johnson hasn't played in forever. Booker's been injured, and Crowder he wants to be moved.
what?
I don't understand.
You told me before the pod that he's holding out.
No, he's not one not playing
Like
until
what?
he gets traded.
I've never heard that one.
Ben-
Like
bench
a
players,
role player holding out.
bench players talking like starters, man.
Golly, man.
Yeah, nah. I don't understand.
And you would think he would be back now that the injuries are
Nah,
piling up.
that's what's so crazy about it, because the Suns need bodies, and he's like, yeah, I'm
Yes.
just. But it's so what just doesn't make sense is you're on a contending team. Like this
Yeah,
is the
like,
this
what's
is the
the
point.
problem?
This is the point of why you play. And
You're not going to a bad team to get more shots.
yeah,
like that's not happening.
Like, so you don't want to be on this contending team. You want to be like on another one. Like what is I don't get his objective in this.
The only thing that makes sense is it's like something personal going on.
I think some of it might have. I think some of it might have been Cam Johnson starting. No, Cam Johnson starting.
Okay.
I believe I could be wrong, but I believe that was
so
kind of the thing. But even still, it's not like you're not, bro. You're still gonna get just as many minutes as you normally were getting.
Yep.
You're still the sixth best player on that team. They they need you. Cam Johnson's Cam Johnson's a better player, dude. What is we doing? Cam Johnson's the better player. That's just it is.
That's really obvious too. Like
yes, he's the better, younger, more talented player. Like yeah, but yeah, the Suns, man, they're in. I don't know. They're in weird. I mean, their only real asset is Crowder that they're willing to like trade. Crowder, and they have draft picks. That's the only real.
Aiden too, right? But you gotta wait on.
They can't trade Aiden yet
until January.
Yeah,
I think it's January.
I don't think they want to. The Aiden trade would just mean like they're going in a different direction.
Sheesh.
Because I don't think trading Aiden, you're not gonna get full value. You're not gonna get full value, is what I mean. It's like you're not gonna get a crazy deal for Aiden. Like that train is gone.
Yeah.
The hype is done there. So you're gonna get, 75 cents on the dollar for Aiden.
And you can't even trade him to the team that would be most like wanting him.
Right.
That's crazy.
They're in a weird position. They have lost a lot of flexibility. That's what happens when you pay everybody, man. And they still got to pay Cam Johnson whatever this $20 million, $25 million after this season is over.
He's next.
Yeah, no, he's next. Hey man, when everybody got to get paid, and it gets rough.
Yeah, that's when you got to get that championship before it all.
They were right there.
Right there.
And came back again even better last year. Ran into Luka.
That is crazy.
It is crazy. It was quick.
Because they like literally were right there.
That's what the thing about windows. The windows are not. See, that's the one thing I don't understand. That teams don't go more all in when they're really close. It's just, dude, the window is way shorter than you think it is.
Tell me
like
about
it's like it's there, then it's like, oh, we're like in limbo now. Like it happens just like that, to where we were good and then like we don't even know what's going on. The Celtics went from that to limbo and back. they've been to that. They've been to hell and came back. Like all over the place. It was like, dang, the Celtics.
We trying to be them, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like the Nets. Like this, it's been like it's all great, and then like what is going on?
It shatters.
And then to like, bro, you don't know. That's why I'm always okay with teams trying to cash in to like go all in. You don't know how long this chance is gonna be.
Yeah.
So I'm only mad about when you make the wrong move.
The one that don't make sense.
Like the Bulls trade, which is one of the dumbest trades in the past, I don't know how many years. When you look at the optics of that trade for Vucevic and for Wendell Carter and 2 first-round picks at the age Vucevic was already 30, 31. It's like that is one of the dumbest trades. That basically like that's why this is crumbling, because of that single-handed trade right there. That's why all this is crumbling.
And then that move didn't even put them like in the upper echelon of the East. Like what?
No, and now they have.
What was you doing?
And then they had no picks, and then they were the worst thing about it. They were bad that same year. So the Warriors, I mean the Magic, they got Franz Wagner.
Yeah, and it's about to happen again this season. They're bad, and they got their pick.
I just don't like that is a like fireable offense, and like this is everything. Everybody gets fired off moves like that. That's how everybody gets fired. Like
It should.
coaches, GMs, players get moved off that one move. I mean, that was the Mavericks thing with Porzingis. Porzingis, them betting on Porzingis and his health and just not being that's why they're in the situation they're in. That one move just messed up everything. I mean,
Who's
you can even look at the Hawks situation right now. They traded all their picks and moved Herder and all that stuff to get Murray, and it's not looking too good. It's bad.
does Miami need a trade? Or they
They could use a
who are
trade.
who they are?
They could use a trade. I think they started out bad, but they've been pretty good lately. I think they've been 7-3 lately. Like they've picked it up. They've picked it up some down the stretch.
They are their last 10, 7-3.
Yeah, they've picked it up lately.
Yeah, they're seventh seed currently.
Yeah, they've had a lot of Jimmy Butler not
Which
playing.
isn't far from 5.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler wasn't playing for a while. They had like a few guys. A lot of people's problems, especially the good teams, it can be, they've had a lot of injuries. Like look at even the Bucks.
Guys not playing.
Even the Bucks, they've had a lot of times to where like Drew wasn't playing or Brook wasn't playing, and Chris Middleton's barely played this year. It's like,
he came back and he's out again. I was like, dang.
Even the Clippers as well. Like the Clippers, I think have the best winning percentage record when Kawhi and PG when Kawhi and PG have played. They have the best winning percentage, like record winning percentage wise.
The Kawhi and PG era is so weird with them.
It is. It is.
What? Like they could literally be the champions this year and nobody be surprised. Like
no, not at all.
Like watching them throughout the course of the season is like, how the heck?
They're just not gonna.
How's that even possible?
So guys aren't playing. So it's like it's weird, man.
It is very weird
to see how many games they've actually played together over this time is.
Oh, I seen that stat. I forget the number though. Yeah, it's really low. I was like,
they're really good when they both play. It's just that guys. Injuries and whatever reasons
together at the same time, yeah.
Yeah, nah. But the Clippers have been really good lately too. Like they're picking it up. They're
currently 4th.
No, they're picking it up. Like it makes sense. But who else needs a trade?
I was about to ask you, if you were Memphis, would you be looking to make a deal?
Here's the thing with Memphis. Memphis is probably in Memphis and New Orleans are probably in the two weirdest spots. One, they both have a ton of assets. Memphis has assets. Like, they have all their picks, and they have players.
Players, yeah.
New Orleans, they have their picks, Lakers picks, and players. And both of those teams are at the top of the West.
Like, what?
And, like, also, they both got stars or superstars, whatever. I don't know if Zion's quite superstar yet, but he's peaking. I feel like it's right. He's right at that edge.
Like, he's there, but it's like you just gotta wait to say it.
I think he hasn't quite played enough yet for us.
That's what I'm saying. Like you just gotta wait. You gotta wait for the games to pop up.
If he does what he's doing like over like the rest of this season, and then by next year we'll be like Zion's like superstar. Yeah. Like he's that good. But they both have guys at those level. They both have great other guys on the team. Like Bane is just playing. Bane's like a top 5 2-guard in the league, which is I don't know.
Crazy.
I don't know who had that like a couple years ago when he got drafted. Nobody, not even the Grizzlies.
No.
Not even they're like, oh man, we lucked up. That's why I hate when teams are like, oh man, we could have had Bane. It's like, dude, there was
go back to
20 something other teams that also were like, because he wasn't this guy.
Yeah,
like nobody saw that, but they're in really rough situations. The thing when you have a team like that, do you just consolidate your good players and picks into another star, or do you bank on just the guys you have getting better and you figure it out? That's always a tough decision.
And they're a small market team too, so I know that weighs in on the decision making too. Like you don't want to go all in on a star that like might not want to stay long.
I believe they have one of like the richer owners though. I believe.
Who's that? The Grizzlies or
the Grizzlies? I believe they do.
I mean, like location wise, not
Yeah,
money.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure they got the money.
But they have the they have the means to just, hey, we can go get a star. They got enough players and
Yeah, it's
pieces.
like right there
And
at any
so
point.
exactly. It's just a matter of you're gonna like roll it out and just keep this going and like hope every guys just become like stars or just be the players you need them to be, or will you just go get one?
I guess this playoff will like they probably ride it out this playoff, see how that goes first. But I feel like if either one of them go down too early, they probably start looking, hey, okay, now we need to do this.
True. Like they can
Yeah.
just go get DeMar DeRozan.
Exactly.
Like easily. What they can easily, like the Pelicans could just be like, hey, we'll get rid of like one of these Laker picks, our picks, and like freaking
send them our way.
right? Like, and they could just
Yeah.
go like look at a team. Like if they wanted Siakam and be like, hey, we'll give you like whatever you want besides Zion, Bi, and CJ for like Siakam. Or CJ might even be in it at this point. Like they can just go get a
Yep.
guy. Like they have the enough to just whatever they want to do. That's all. That's the hard part though. They're in weird situations. I don't know. I don't think
Good situations.
I don't
Great
think either
situations.
team they have enough as what they are right now. I think the only thing that would make sense for them to buy would be like going big.
Yeah,
I'm saying.
like star. Yeah.
The Kings though, that's a team that's they should be looking around the trade market. Like how can they get better? They're pretty good, but can they get
Another level
better? Fox and Sabonis been playing amazing. Even Malik Monk last night, man.
Yeah,
I feel
last
so.
night, he was
Listen,
going
man,
crazy.
I feel so great seeing Malik Monk not in Laker uniform. That was really hard seeing. Like I did not enjoy that.
I enjoyed our time.
I did not enjoy
Malik.
Malik Monk playing good as a Laker. I was like, this is stupid.
That was fun.
This is stupid.
I hate he had to be in that situation, but it was fun.
Yeah, y'all couldn't afford him. It's great, man. Y'all can't afford anything. Y'all a poverty franchise, really.
We are poverty right now.
You're really just a
Literally
poverty. Y'all a poverty franchise with good branding.
We a mom and pop shop right now.
Poverty with branding. Y'all like McDonald's. Y'all like poverty, but like y'all brand it well. But it's
They
actually
keep coming.
No, exactly. Like y'all just y'all terrible. Like y'all do stupid stuff.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, man. Like the Kings, man. I don't know what move can make. Like I feel like they should be peaking on DeRozan. I feel like a lot of teams, DeRozan is the kind of guy that takes your team to like the next level. Like they need and he's not available like per se, obviously, but how that team is going is going to say
it's really close. I feel like it's really close.
Because we know Bradley Beal ain't leaving Washington. He a Wizard for life.
That man addicted.
He locked in.
You know, locked in.
You know one player though who I feel is really weird that nobody's talking about, who's having a really great season.
Who's that?
Lauri Markkanen. No, I'm joking.
I was about to say
Porzingis.
Porzingis has been balling,
bro.
Every time I watch a Wizards game and they show like the last such and such games, I'm like, dang.
I don't like I honestly don't understand why teams aren't calling the Wizards. I'm like, hey, he is good.
let's
like when he's good playing like this, he's a really good player. He's like, oh, he can get his own shot, he can shoot threes, and he's blocking shots. What team doesn't need that kind of guy? Like
I seen guys on Nets Twitter saying that they should go after him, but I was like,
how?
I don't know if Washington wants to let go.
And how?
They actually got first rounders. They can
player salary wise. Ben
salary.
I don't know.
Ben. I don't. Yeah, definitely would be Ben included.
Why the hell would the Wizards want that?
I think he would have to be.
Why would
a lot of Nets fans are not high on Ben.
Why would the Wizards? Why would the Wizards want? Why would the Wizards want Ben? Nets don't have great picks.
Why they wouldn't want? You don't think they would want Ben?
The Wizards?
Yeah.
What picks are coming with that?
That I don't know, but I think they would entertain Ben.
I don't know about that one.
Ben would, well, in their mind, if they're doing this, they're thinking Bill, Bradley, and Kuz probably.
Bill with Bradley, Kuz, and Ben Simmons? Jesus.
Hey, it's the Wizards. You never know.
You know what? You're right. But nah, Porzingis, like, he's probably the least talked about player who's playing really well right now. Like, that's a guy a team should actually be trying to get.
Definitely.
Like yeah, I mean, I don't know if the Kings specifically, he makes sense with Sabonis, whatever specifically, but I look at teams like Portland. I look at teams like he'd make a whole lot of sense even on the Pelicans.
Oh
Some
my God, if he
like
was on the
he'd
Pelicans,
make a whole lot
sheesh.
of sense. But just like kind of like middling teams, like man, a guy like Porzingis like changes how that team. Even if the Heat could somehow get a guy like that, like there's a few like teams I think would make a whole lot of sense for him. Run it
Yeah,
back,
he's a
run it
perfect.
back,
He's a perfect
run
five.
it back with the Knicks, Porzingis. Like bring it back, run it back with
I don't
time.
want to see that.
He
I
is
don't want to see
he
that.
is like the perfect five. When he's
Yeah, he
on,
is.
he's the perfect five. It's
He
like he
definitely
can
is.
block shots. He has the height. He can shoot, get his own shot. Like he's efficient.
He was
He's pretty
created
decent
for this
efficient.
era.
No, he is just not his body just wasn't like he just can't stay
Yeah,
healthy.
unfortunately.
Nah, the Thunder should go get Porzingis and Chet. Make it happen. I
Wow,
said
when Wimby
wow,
on the way.
huh?
Wimby's on the way.
Nah, that ain't happening. When we coming to Houston, man, we got him. We got him, yeah.
Nah, it's either the Spurs or OKC. It's one of
We
them.
gonna draft Wimby and put a cowboy hat on him. And it's going down.
There's been like this thing on Twitter where it's like I think some website projects him going to the Pistons. How, I don't know, but
Well, people be
people,
doing like the simulation thing.
yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
But this like website was like how, I have no clue, but it kept saying the odds are the Pistons are getting them. Like what, 4 teams have the same odds?
I don't know, man. I just know if we get Wimby, we gotta throw a Rockets party as a family. Like we a family now. Like we back. Like it was a hard 3 years. Like it was pain. It was painful.
Oh my
It
God.
was an
Y'all don't
experience.
deserve Wimby.
Like we made it through the war. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all don't deserve
We made it through
Wemby.
the accusations. You know what I'm saying?
Beat the Chargers.
We beat the Chargers and we got what we came. We won the trade. We
Oh,
either.
man.
Oh my God! Like
Oh yeah, if you get Wimby, you
we
easily
could-
won.
I feel like we've already won because they don't have Harden. The trade has already been won. James
Well, in that
left.
sense, yes.
James said, "I'm good."
Yeah, you don't even have the asset.
No.
You gave up everything for.
We already won. Like it's all good. We got Tari.
Freaking Marks,
We
man.
got Tari Eason with the Nets pick. We won already. Like we've already won the trade. They don't have anything to show for James Harden. Y'all got Ben Simmons to show for James Harden. That's all y'all got.
Sean Marks, man.
Hey man. But y'all do got TJ Warren though. Shout out to TJ Warren, man. It's nice to see him playing basketball again. It took a.
He's been balling.
I
would
know.
say like the last 5.
It took a really long time, but it's nice
Yeah.
to see Bubble. Like he ain't Bubble Warren, but it's nice to see TJ
Nah,
Warren back.
well, in Spurs, he's shown it.
I know. I think I saw it was
Over
the
the last
last
few
the
games.
last game or the game before. He had like a really good game.
Yeah, he had like 22 points, I believe.
Yeah, man. No, it's not to see TJ. I'm a huge fan of his game, but
Yeah, I like him too.
It's nice to see him come back, man. It's nice to see that. But I don't know. Maybe the Thunder should cash in one of those picks and just try to win this year.
This year?
I don't know.
Nah, just keep going. Keep doing what you're doing.
They're not going to be one of the worst teams though.
I mean, they have time.
Well, they got to tell Shea, hey, we're at that time of the year again. We're gonna see you on vacation.
And Shay knows what
Bro,
time
listen,
it
if
is.
they do that one more time, Silver got to make a call and be like, hey, we're gonna fine you for $1 million every game he misses.
They probably like threatened him already because he's this as long as he's been playing, right?
Yeah,
The last 2 years.
he's not
I
even
think
used
so.
to playing this long.
That's exactly right.
It's like, oh, I still get to play. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
they gonna join the sweepstakes.
The Hawks can't. The Hawks are trying to join the sweepstakes, but nobody seems to really want John Collins.
Bruh. He's
Yeah,
been
listen,
on the trade.
I've been said the John.
Trade
I've been
block
on
for
the
a
John
minute.
Collins thing, and did we have a John Collins like Jaren Jackson thing? And I was like, Jaren
Jaren
Jackson was
Jackson.
better. I feel like I've always been on the. I feel like I've brought that up, and I was like, Jaren Jackson's like the better. I'd rather have Jaren Jackson. I feel like you were on the
I don't
opposite
know
end of
that
that.
one.
I feel like you were on the
I've
opposite end of
never-
that.
I've never argued against Jaren Jackson.
I feel like you were like John Collins was better thing.
Nah, it was somebody else. I can't remember who though.
Oh,
And it wasn't better,
I know.
it
I
was just a
said. I know.
fit.
I said I'd rather have Jaren Jackson than Aiden. I feel like I've said that before, and I'm easily on that.
I don't recall that one either.
But yeah, no, the John Collins thing is just trade him already. Like, let that man be free.
They're trying. They've been trying since the season
The
started.
Hawks thing is so weird because it's like they do have good players, but for some reason stuff just doesn't make sense.
Nah, it's just not working out.
But why though? What's the reason? It doesn't make sense why they're this inconsistent of a team. They have good players. Like
I don't
they
know.
have
It's weird.
actual good players. They have Griffin, the draft pick. He's been pretty good. Okongwu's good off the bench.
Well,
Between
right now,
Bogdan,
I think
between
it's injuries. It's injuries. Because Hunter's injured, Capella's injured, and Trey just got injured again
but
like
even
2
when
games ago.
guys was healthy, they still look like what is wrong with this team? It just looks like something's wrong with that team. You know, like how the Celtics,
Mm,
like how the Celtics were not last year, but like, the beginning of last year and the year before. It was like I
yeah,
don't know why this team isn't good. What is with this team? Like something
like a
just isn't.
chemistry thing.
I don't know. Whatever it is, like it just doesn't. There's no reason for them to be this bad. It's like y'all have
See, I don't
actual.
think they were. I don't think they were bad before the
Who you
injuries.
talking about?
The Hawks this season.
They haven't really been that good though. They've been inconsistent for the most part of the year though.
Yeah, I don't think they ever were at a point where like, dang, they look bad, and they like were healthy.
It wasn't like they were like winning decently, but what they were doing, it just was like, why is this team not better? Just
Oh, I can see that.
like why does it seem like it's just y'all have actual guys.
But
Y'all got,
also too, you got to factor in. This is like a new team in a way because Dejounte is gonna get a lot of more possessions
the
as
Dejounte and
opposed
Trey
to
thing
a
is
Hunter.
the Dejounte and Trey thing is ooh.
Yeah, they're at a point where you gotta like try to figure out what you're doing.
It's weird. It's wonky. It's weird. It's
I didn't have a problem with it. I didn't think it was weird.
no. Like watching that team go and how they play and stuff like that. It's a little weird, man.
I
The
never caught
times
that
I've
about
seen them, it almost it feels a little bit like the team. Like when Dejounte's in and playing, they play like a little differently. When it's the Dejounte on the court and Trey's on the court, and how they play is like it looks a little differently. Like I'm not saying he's the better player or anything, but just how the players react and like play. I don't know. The Hawks are got a weird thing. I don't know the coaching
I hope you're
thing.
right.
The GM, he got moved. Who did all this? They don't know what to do.
I hope Trey's the issue.
We can go to the Lakers.
Yeah, that'll be on the table.
All right. What y'all got to
Give
trade?
me Russ. You need a playmaking guard, we got you.
See, that's the problem. That's why everybody hates the Lakers. Y'all be like,
Everybody,
y'all be like, what we
y'all want more
got?
touches?
You'll be like, what we got to give? The lint in our pockets. Like y'all have
You
nothing
said
to
players,
y'all have
players
nothing.
want the ball
Y'all
more.
have nothing to give but want all the good players.
You want a player that's gonna get you the ball, we got you.
You already got Russ.
That's the player.
You got Russ. You got Bev. You got Schroeder.
I don't want to go down that hill today.
But speaking of going down hills, LeBron is 38 years old today.
38.
Wow. The king, man.
38 years.
19
20.
years of service, man.
Crazy.
It is crazy.
He's still balling.
It is crazy. No, it is
That's
crazy.
unheard of.
It's watching him play. What was the what was it? The Heat game?
Miami, yeah.
Like I'm just
Or
like
Magic.
well, both games. Well, the Heat and even the Mavericks was like, man, he's not obviously like one of the better players in the league right now, but LeBron is still like really like
He's still
good.
really good.
in spurts when he like
Yeah.
decides to just like do whatever, he can still like turn it on, and it's like,
Yeah.
dude, he's 37. Like what? Like it's just not. When is it gonna like really slow down? Obviously, he's not as good as even like 3 years ago, but it's still
Still a super high level.
His 80% is still way better than most like almost
That is
everybody.
insane, man.
You know what I'm saying?
That's insane.
It is insane. It is insane, man. I feel bad seeing LeBron like this. It
I
sucks
think
seeing
everybody does.
it sucks seeing him go out like just losing like this. Because he's still
It
really
does.
good.
And he's still playing at a high level.
Yeah, no, it does. It's like, man, he should be like it's fun when LeBron's like really competing. Like it's more fun that way, and it's miserable.
Yeah. Did you see the quotes he gave after the Miami game?
Yeah, I saw it.
A lot of people have been thinking like he's done with the team.
Well, he can't be traded this year because he signed an extension.
Yeah, he definitely can't be done this year.
Signed an.
I don't think he would. I mean, I guess it would have to come down to like we would have to do something terrible next season or this off season
or nothing.
for him to. Yeah, that would be the terrible thing.
I don't. The thing, like I keep saying, it's like I look and see like what are the moves, and it's just like it's not. It's
the options aren't great. You're right.
they're in. We need a prayer mode because there aren't really like how the Sixers were with the Ben Simmons thing. They got lucky that James Harden was just there. That was not supposed to happen that way.
Yeah.
That's just not supposed to happen. It was so many reasons how they came about. It took a lot for that to actually happen. But the Lakers have no tradable players besides their two best players, and they'll have salary, but the salary, there's nobody to sign with that salary. So how do you get players that make sense to go forward? They're in a
to build around them,
terrible position. It's really bad when you don't have players that are on the right salaries to trade. Like the Mavs had that problem last year with Finney-Smith and Brunson and Kleber. They make no money. So they couldn't trade those guys for a guy with salary because they had no guys to actually trade to make the money work. Like that
was worse for us is we don't have nobody's birds rights.
Nothing. So, y'all have.
We can't even like fake give them more money to move them.
Listen, y'all have nothing.
But you know who got us?
Who?
In Clutch we trust.
Clutch been holding it down for y'all, huh?
They have.
Have they?
Guess who's Clutch? Guess who's also a Clutch client?
Who Clutch?
Zach LaVine. Hey there.
He'll be injured.
Oh dang!
He injured now. He stays getting injured.
God dang!
Listen,
but yeah, today is Bron's birthday.
Shout out to LeBron. I was like, man,
let's give
what's your favorite? What is your
some of our favorite Bron moments?
I talked about mine earlier.
That mug is wild.
No, my favorite LeBron moment is actually the 25 straight points against the Pistons.
Legendary.
That was at 22 years old doing that against a still like contending Pistons team everybody expected to win. Like that was the moment from LeBron which it was like, oh my God. Like
the hype was
I knew he was good. Yeah, no, that was eventually the moment. Like everybody had players have those moments. It's like you just like I've never just the way how he dominated the team that's supposed to be physical and defense. It's like, yeah, this 22-year-old just came and like he did whatever he wanted for
whatever he wanted.
He did whatever he wanted for it. There was nothing they could do. It's like, wow, like LeBron's the best. That was at the moment he was probably like thought of as the best player in the league or whatever at that point.
Yeah, after that, yeah.
But that was like that he has the crown. Like that he whether he wins a championship or not, it's like there's nobody better than him. Like,
see, my favorite moment came a few years later. He was actually with Miami.
Okay.
And it was like it was one of those because that one was like a moment of dang, like he's arrived.
Yeah.
Superstar wise, like strategy, like beyond superstar. At that moment, really. The moment for me was like, oh dang, like he might be actually turning into like a winner, like championship wise. That was Game 6 in Boston.
Oh, the 40 was it 48 points?
Fam.
Was it 45 points? What was it?
It was 45.
45, yeah.
In Boston. I was like, whoa.
The crazy thing about that game is like he was dueling Rajon Rondo, and Rondo went crazy that game. I don't even know who that Rajon Rondo was. That Rajon Rondo in that series was because that was the
Hall of Famer right there, easy.
Oh my God, like top 20 player of all time. Like that was the end of like the Celtics big three area.
The big three, yeah.
Because I mean KG and Pierce were on their last leg, and Rondo was really like trying to carry the like Rondo was like dueling LeBron. Like what? Like that was crazy. But yeah, no, that was
that moment. Like so, bring it back to what was that? 2012.
Yeah,
I think it was 2012.
Yeah.
So at that time, I'm pretty sure a lot of people were too. I wasn't like a LeBron fan. It was like
Yeah.
after the whole decision thing or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm rooting for the Celtics as a Laker fan, which means I really don't like LeBron.
You're nasty.
I really don't like
you're
LeBron and D Wade. I did not like that big three, bro.
That's nasty.
But yeah, so I'm hoping they lose to the Celtics. And like I'm like, oh dang, they about to lose because they had just lost the year before in the finals. And I was like, dang, they about to lose again. It's about to get ugly.
Yeah.
And he just went Super Saiyan. I was like, sheesh.
That was crazy.
I had never seen him lock in like that, like from the start to finish.
Face mask Zorro Braun was not playing.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, that was one of the moments.
Listen, he had a legacy to protect. It's like
that's definitely how he came out. Like
he's like, nah, I'm in this now. Like all this talk.
Yeah, like
man.
That was my number one.
And then all the lie moments are like probably like up there too. LeBron getting caught.
That was hilarious.
I'm not even sure. What's your favorite LeBron lie?
My favorite one is, I think it was in the bubble.
Was it Shabazz? Is it the Shabazz Muhammad thing?
No, it was.
No, not Shabazz Napier.
No,
Shabazz
listen.
Napier. Which one?
It was when he was reading a book. That joint was upside
Which book?
I want to say it was in the bubble. No, he was with Miami actually.
Was it the Malcolm X book?
I think it. Wait, was it?
It was. I know he had. I know it was a
Malcolm.
He didn't describe
anything.
He was like, I just actually started reading it. Whatever.
And that joint was upside down. That was my favorite LeBron lie. That was my favorite.
Yo, I remember. What's her name? Taylor. What's the woman's name who reports?
Taylor Rooks.
I know she was on. She was on. I think. The Joe Budden podcast, they were talking to her and they asked her about that LeBron, because she's the one that was asking questions.
Oh, okay.
And she said, "No, I'm good. All right, guys, bye." She's like, she didn't even want to.
She know better.
She didn't even want to say what she really wanted to say about that.
She know better.
No, for real. Hey, man.
Nah, you gotta let that one go.
I think the soccer. No, okay, hold on. The Godfather one is still my favorite.
The soccer joint is hilarious though. The whole clip.
I go back and forth between the Godfather and the soccer one because he couldn't name any part. He couldn't name one line from the movie, and he said because there's so many good ones, I can't.
Bro is a madman, man.
Yo, bro, and then the soccer was just like, yeah, I saw that. Like I saw it yesterday. Like I'm a big fan. It's like, what, LeBron? No, the soccer one. The soccer one is because
the soccer one's amazing.
The soccer one is so cringe. That's why that one is almost because
like watching the whole clip.
It's very obvious he has never watched any of that before. Like it's so obvious. Like it's so cringe watching him like lie like that. Like at least the Godfather one, but the soccer was like you've never watched that player play soccer before.
Any of those guys,
like the guy, like nothing. Like you didn't know they won yesterday. You didn't know any of that.
Dude could have made up a name and he would have said yeah.
I wish somebody would.
That would be that'd be a story.
Somebody would. Like, hey, LeBron, did you know so scored a goal? It's like, yeah, man, I watched that game. He's a great guy. I love his attitude. It's like, did they just laugh it off? And then if that never happened, that would be great.
Nah, you could actually get him that way, I believe.
No, you could easily get him that way. It's just that I don't know how the backlash would be.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't want to do that.
You'd probably get fired.
My second favorite LeBron moment, getting them sorry Rockets out the playoffs.
The Rockets playoff win?
The Rockets. That's my second favorite LeBron moment.
That's your second favorite LeBron moment?
My second and tied into my third was getting Harden out of Houston.
Getting Harden out. Oh, he was the one that got Harden out of Houston.
He was the one.
He was the last straw. We were at that game.
We were the game before. Remember they played back-to-back
the game
Houston.
when they played here. Yeah.
We went to the first night of the back-to-back. And then that second night, Harden was like, I'm done. There's nothing more I can do here.
Hey, man.
Now producer Trey won him back.
And then when LeBron called everybody broke, I respect it. It's like, yo, tell how you really feel. I'd rather know how you really feel than kind of dance around it. You know what I'm saying?
That was one of the rare times where he just like let it go.
No, he was hurt. That's that hurt.
Yeah, he was.
That's that hurt. That's that hurt, man. When Pat Riley called him out when he left, it's like, the kind of guys I like, actually fight through it, but you want to run it from the grind. But shout out to LeBron though, man. He's
Shout out
about to be
King
at
James.
30 over 38,000. He about to break an unbreakable record. Who like nobody saw.
That night's gonna be crazy.
It is.
I'm ready to see what Draymond gonna rock.
Yeah, you know what's crazy though, which I heard somebody talking about earlier. Luka's about to be at 10,000 points. And
Already?
Yeah, like already. And it's like you look at like. I think I was listening to Bill Simmons. He was like, LeBron, you might want to actually keep playing because the way Luka's going, it's like, dude, like it doesn't make sense. But if he can do 19, 20 years, that record is going to be out of here.
Oh yeah,
Man. He's already on the pace. Yeah, he's already like on the pace, like whatever. It's like that's pretty crazy because it feels like. But you know what record's never getting broken?
Steals and assists.
The assist record is so ridiculous when you look at it.
No, nobody's ever touching it.
It's like John Stockton is like 4,000 assists ahead of everybody.
When
it's
you
like,
look at how many games he played, nobody's getting close.
Bro, the assist record, that record makes no sense. It's like, hey,
nobody's getting close.
It's like we got to do just who's going to be second place because that doesn't even. You look at Jason Kidd and Mark Jackson and Steve Nash, they're not even close. Like not even away. Chris Paul, not even close. It's like what? Yeah,
you probably have to play like 25, 30 years,
bro,
at a high level.
That record is. I think we've said like a lot of records feel like they're not getting broken. Listen, that assist record is never getting broken. That is
assist and the steals.
That assist record, he has both, right?
He has both.
What is the steals number at?
The steals number.
Like who's second? Who's second? What's the second place? What's the first or second place numbers? I know he's like 4,000 ahead of the next person when it comes to assists. He's like 4. In steals? How far is he back?
Jason Kidd is second and is like almost 1,000.
Bro, and Jason Kidd played for like 18 years.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
The current players that's the closest is Chris Paul.
Well, Chris Paul had 2. He around 2?
He had 2,400.
Bro, he's never getting there. Chris Paul about to wrap it up. Chris Paul got a couple years left before he about to wrap it up. Dang.
Nobody's touching those joints.
See, John Stockton.
It's because of his durability. Like the man missed 22 games in 19 years. That's crazy. When you go look at his games played.
I mean, you still also look at
so many 82s.
You also look at his assists. It's like, bro, it's a lot of seasons of 10, 12. He had a couple.
He
had like a 14. It's like, bro, like just stupid assist numbers. Man, John Stockton, man, he doesn't get the respect he deserves, man.
Yeah,
he might be the most underrated legend. I think people think of Stockton just like, I mean, John Stockton's whatever. It's like, dude, John Stockton.
Nah, he was legit.
It's like, dude, players are playing against John Stockton. John Stockton is like killing us. Like we can't actually stop this pick and roll thing. Like he just keep doing it. Like, nah, man. Shout out to John Stockton. Man.
Shout out to John Stockton.
Shout out to John Stockton. He's the most. Too bad he had to be teammates with Karl Malone, but you don't get to choose your teammates.
Like that's hilarious.
Yeah. But I guess we'll get out of here. We'll get out of here, y'all. Flagrant 3 Sports Podcast.
F3, baby.
Subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, all DSPs, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Hopefully one day our logo is up to date. We will never know. But tune in next time. Lakers trash.
Los Lakers!